I wrote your name on a page I knew you would never read. Not because I was scared of you, but because I was scared of what it would mean if you read it and still walked away. Outside my window, the rain tapped the glass like it was trying to say something for me. Inside my room, everything felt too quiet. The kind of quiet that happens after you lose someone, but the world keeps going anyway. So I opened my notebook. I used to think love was loud, like fireworks, like big speeches, like holding hands in front of everyone. But with you, love was small. It was the way you said my name when you were tired. It was the way you looked at the sky when you didn't have the right words. It was the way you sat beside me, even when we weren't talking. We met in the most normal way. A classroom, a group project, a day that didn't feel important until later when I realized it changed everything. You were the kind of person who smiled like you were trying to hide something. Like your happiness came with a warning label. And me? I was the kind of person who noticed. I noticed the way you laughed at things that weren't funny. I noticed the way you went quiet when people talked about the future. I noticed the way you said, "I'm fine," like it was a habit you couldn't break. And without meaning to, I started caring. The first time I almost told you was on the rooftop. The sun was falling behind the buildings, turning everything orange and soft. You leaned on the railing and said, "I like sunsets because they don't ask anything from you." I laughed, but it hit me in the chest. Because that was you. You always acted like you didn't want anything. Like wanting something was dangerous. I wanted to say it right then. I wanted to say, "I want you." Not in a dramatic way, not in a movie scene way. In a quiet way, like, "I want you to stay." But my throat tightened. My heart started doing that thing where it feels too big for your ribs. So instead, I said, "Yeah, sunsets are nice." And you smiled. That smile that made me feel like I could live inside it. Later that night, I opened my notes app. I typed, "Hey, can I tell you something?" And I stared at it until my screen dimmed. Then I deleted it. After that, we kept getting closer. Not with big moments, with small ones. You sent me photos of random things. A cat you saw on the street. A weird cloud that looked like a heart. A vending machine that stole your coins. I started saving them. I don't know why. Maybe because I wanted proof that you were real, that I wasn't imagining how safe you made me feel. One day, you showed up with a drink in your hand. You handed it to me like it was nothing. But I remember the details. The cold cup. The way your fingers brushed mine. The way your eyes flickered down for half a second like you noticed it too. You looked away first, and I thought, maybe you felt it. Maybe you knew. Maybe you were just like me. Too careful. Too afraid of breaking something fragile. That night, I started writing the letter. Not on my phone. On paper. Like if it was real, it would hurt less. I wrote, "I don't know when this started, but it's you. It's always been you." I stared at the words. Then I crossed them out. I rewrote it softer. Then softer again. Until the letter sounded like a stranger. And I hated that. Because I wasn't trying to be poetic. I was trying to be honest. The break didn't happen like a storm. It happened like a slow door closing. A message that took longer to reply to. A "sorry, I'm busy" that started happening more. A smile that didn't reach your eyes anymore. I told myself it was nothing. That everyone gets tired. That life gets loud. Then one day, you didn't show up. No warning, no explanation, just absence. I checked my phone too many times. I refreshed the screen like it could bring you back. Finally, a message arrived. "I think I need space." That was it. No hate, no fight, no closure. Just a sentence that felt like someone cut the lights. I stared at it for a long time. Then I typed, "Did I do something wrong?" I I didn't send it. I typed, I miss you. I didn't send it. I typed, please don't go. I didn't send it. I locked my phone and sat on my bed like I didn't know how to exist without you. That night I opened the notebook, and the letter was still there, half finished, like my heart. Days passed, then weeks. I started seeing you in places you weren't. A girl with the same hair, a laugh that sounded close enough to hurt. I started listening to songs we never called ours, because everything reminded me of you anyway. One night, the rain came back. Same tapping on the window, same quiet in my room. I opened my notebook and read the letter from the beginning. My handwriting looked shaky, like a person trying not to cry while writing. I realized something. The reason I never sent it wasn't because I didn't love you enough. It was because I loved you too much. I was scared that if you didn't feel the same, then everything we had would become embarrassing. Like I imagined it, like I made it bigger than it was. But the truth is, even if you never loved me back, you still mattered. You still made my life warmer. You still changed me. And maybe love is not always, meant to be held. Maybe sometimes love is just meant to exist, quietly, inside you, until it becomes something else, like a memory that doesn't bleed anymore. I rewrote the letter one last time, not to send it, not to win you back, but to free the part of me that kept waiting. I wrote, thank you for the sunsets, for the small messages, for the feeling of being understood, even for a little while. I don't know why you left, but I hope you find something that makes you feel safe. And if you ever think of me, I hope it doesn't hurt. I hope it feels like a soft place, like home. I closed the notebook. The rain slowed. My phone stayed silent. And for the first time in a long time, my chest didn't feel like it was collapsing. I didn't send the letter, but somehow, it finally reached where it needed to go. If this story felt like something you've lived, you're not alone. Welcome to Dreamlit Stories.